Okay, now for our final part of a full arena assessment, we're going to do 10 metre loops. Now, Anna, as you can see, there's 3 loops here marked with different markers, and there's white trot poles, and what we'll do is we'll manoeuvre through those later. But first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to practice doing a 10 metre loop. Now, if you'd like to come up to where the red witches hats are, I'll just talk you through it. So a 10 metre loop is good for suppling the horse and also for enhancing the application of aids for the rider as well, and also your balance and coordination and the timing of that application of aids. Now, a 10 metre circle, because it is a small circle, is usually ridden at a sitting trot, but for learning purposes today, just to get the figure down pat, we'll use it as do it as a rising trot. So what we do is we just walk around. Now, as I said, this loop is the red cones, and so what we do is we just bounce off the fence here. Down to here. And as you can see, is it here the markings for the loop?
Yeah.
Okay, so what we'll do is if you just like to practice trotting him just around that loop, just to try and get him on that constant curve, using your legs and your arm and your reins.
Right now?
Whenever you're ready, you can transition into a trot. Just keep him nice and slow. It's easier to learn complex figures at a slower pace. So you'll need to be on your left diagonal. These are for getting the horse to supple and develop their muscles throughout their back and working on that lateral flexion. Beautiful. They are a bit more challenging because you're doing a smaller, more complex figure. It's actually going really well with that. Okay, how does that feel?
Really good.
Okay. So what we'll do, there's also another loop, the next one, it's yellow. So what we'll do is we'll do this 10 metre loop, and we're going to do it a serpentine. So what I want you to do first is work on the 10 metre loop on both reins. So we'll do this one on your left rein. Then after you've done a couple of loops on your left rein on this loop, we'll come to here and we'll veer off that loop. We'll come between these poles, and when you come in between these poles, change to your right diagonal, and then I'll get you to come around to this 10 metre circle, which is between the yellow markers. Now these blue markers indicate about a foot away from the centre line, so we just need to make sure that when we do our circle, that we go right to the centre line, that this is the point that we bounce off. Okay, so we'll come around here, and then we'll do a couple of goes around the right hand diagonal 10 metre loop, and then once you're confident with those, we'll do a full figure. That sound alright? Yep. Any questions? Too good. Okay, so whenever you're ready, just walk back over to F, and if you start at F, then just get him into that slot on the left diagonal. And then once you get to A, jump onto that first 10 metre loop on your left diagonal.
Do you want me to do a full loop and then switch to another circle, do a full loop and then keep going?
Well, if you do 2 loops on each leg, so if you do 2 loops on your left diagonal on this one, then we go over to the next one and we'll do 2 loops on your right one.
Yep.
And then once we've seen that you're confident on both diagonals,
Yep.
We'll stop and then we'll go over and then we'll do a whole circle. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, just remembering to apply our aid so that we're getting to bend around those curves rather than trying to turn the corner. him on that loop. Beautiful. How does that feel?
Great.
Need to concentrate a little bit more?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so now go through the white poles, change diagonals in the middle of the white poles. Beautiful. Now onto that second 10 metre loop, just keeping him on that constant curve. Lovely, that's much better. How does that feel?
Great.
Any questions?
No.
Okay, so what I might get you to do is when you finish that loop, just transition into a walk and take him over to the far side of the arena. And so then what we'll do, you can begin your trot on the far side of the arena where that there may be.
Yep.
And what I'll get you to do is just trot around the corner here at F, to come to A, and once you're at A, start your 10 metre loop, but we won't do a full circuit. So you'll come around from A, go around the 10 metre circle, and come off the 10 metre circle here.
Yep.
Head towards the next one, change diagonal here.
Yep.
And then we'll just do this half loop. So it's basically like a mini serpentine. Okay, so we're on our right lead, and so we come off the circle here.
So do you do a circle in the middle there at all?
No, so as I said, it's basically like a mini serpentine. So you start at A, do a half circle, transition, half circle, transition, half circle, and then when you get around to that far side there, go straight ahead through C, and then around the corner to M, and then you finish. Does that make sense? No, it's alright. Because you've shown that you can do a full circle on both diagonals with these two circles, you don't have to worry about doing a full one there. If you want to be tricky, you can start at A, do a full loop, come up, do a full loop, go over, do a full loop, and then finish. If you want to do that, that's fine. Yeah, if you can remember which diagonals you're meant to be on, and just to be tricky, what I might get you to do, as you're changing them, or just before you change them, call out what you're meant to be on.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yep, it does.
Okay, I'll just move these markers so it's a bit better. Okay, so once we've got this one down pat, that's the end of our lesson for today. How's that?
Yep. I mean, no.
No?
I'll keep going. I think you've had enough, really.
Alrighty, so whenever you're ready, turn around and hop on the outside of the arena, starting off on your left diagonal, going around the corner at F, and then once you go through A, jump onto that 10 metre circle. Which diagonal you want to be on next?
The right one up this way.
Yeah. Okay, now as you come past this corner here, straight ahead through the logs, change.
So I'm alright one now?
Yep.
Yep.
A bit more contact with those reins. He's just moving his head around a little bit. He's not curving quite as much. That's better.
On my left one now.
Lovely. Too good. I don't think I can trick you. He's curving much better with that one now. See how you've picked up that contact with your reins and he's responding better with his neck?
Yep.
Okay, so go through C, move forward to M, and then transition back to a walk. How's that?
That's awesome.
Woohoo! Well done. Not too tricky?
No.
Okay, do you have any questions?
When are we doing this again?
Can we do it again? Next week?
Well, okay. Sounds good.
Alrighty. Now that we've finished our lesson, I might get you to just walk in the lap around the outside of the arena just to cool him down.
Yep.
I'll go and open the arena up there for you so that once you've cooled him down, you can just take him back up to the high-up bay and take his back off.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
No worries. Thank you very much. Done really well.